All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since we did a video, so we're going to do a quick update on where we are with the 240 and our progress of getting the LS1 motor into this car. So right now, it's a little bit scary looking, just with this condition of the car right now. You can see we took the dashboard out. That was a little bit of a pain. A lot of screws, but overall, not too hard. We also installed a Walbro 255 fuel pump in here to get some extra fuel to the motor, which of course we need because the stock fuel pump cannot handle the requirement of fuel. So cleaned up the engine bay a little bit. We took out most of the unnecessary things that we aren't going to need in here. We are retaining the AC. So I wanted to keep the AC in case, hot summer day, and you really just have the car be very usable. So we're doing that. I need to get some lines made up from Fueled Racing. They're going to go ahead and make some AC lines. We did plumb in the fuel system here. That is really a stock C5 Corvette fuel filter and fuel regulator. And we also installed brand new fuel lines, which you can see running down there as well. So what we're getting ready to do is bash in the transmission tunnel to make room for the T56. So it's a little bit cold outside and cold in here. This is not a heated garage. So what I did is I took this little heater and I just have it running here to warm up this metal a little bit, which it actually is quite hot now. Which I'm hoping is going to make it bash in just a little bit easier. If you get down here, you can see how we routed the fuel lines. A little tough to see. But there, go ahead, the fuel lines ran it really pretty much in the factory position where the old fuel lines were. So these are a little bit thicker. Also, I think the stock fuel lines probably could have handled the fuel requirement for the LS1 motor, but this is just a little bit safer, and in case we ever need, more fuel, these lines will be able to handle it. The stock fuel filter was here, and now this one you have to move up a little bit higher just to make room, for the larger motor, so we'll clear. Not sure if this is going to be the final place for it yet, but hopefully that will work. And of course, we'll have to plumb into here, and that's going to be the feed to the motor itself. We did get the old wiring harness out, which ran through here. So we have a wiring specialties wiring harness that we're going to install. And right now, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and start smashing in the transmission tunnel. So what you want to do to make room for the T56, if you look in here, there's a seam weld. All right. So you can see this seam weld here. Essentially what you want to do is go 4 inches in from that, and then 6.5 inches up until the tunnel, and that's where you're going to bash that in with a hammer to make room for the transmission. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. All right, there we go. We got the transmission tunnel smashed in, but I hammered on it quite a bit. Tried to do it as even as possible. Now I'm just going to clean it up here, use some brake cleaner, and then throw in a coat of Rust-Oleum just to prevent any rust, since, obviously some paint and whatnot chipped off.